Now, good morning. Is the screen visible now to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, due to poor internet connectivity, I have to share my mobile screen now. Okay. So, in last lecture, I think we have discussed regarding with this fold and its different parts. Is it okay? Or we have discussed these types? We have discussed these types or not? आपण टाइप्स बघितलेले आहेत का रे? कारण आता बऱ्याच ह्याचं लेक्चर घेतल्यामुळे तुमचं डीएससीचं पण चालू असतंय माझं आणि रेग्युलरचं पण चालू असतंय, त्यामुळे लक्षात येत नाही. टाइप्स आपण घेतलेले आहेत का तुमच्या रेग्युलर स्टुडंटचे? अँटीक्लीन, सिनक्लीन. आय थिंक इट इज नॉट टेकन.
नाही सर. नो सर.
नाही ना? ओके ओके. सो in last lecture we have seen what is the meaning of fold and different parts of the fold that we have seen in the last lecture. Means such a type of the wave like structure in the rock we considered as a fold. Okay, and there are different types, different parts of the fold that we have discussed earlier. Okay, now today we are going to discuss the different types of the fold. Okay, different types of the fold. Now in the there are, when you see in a textbook you can get number of types of the folds, but here we are going to discuss the folds which are important from our civil engineering point of view. You have to prepare only these types of the fold, don't prepare other types. Okay, so in the types of the fold, the first and most common type of the fold is the anticline fold. Anticline. Okay, now anticline. Anticline means the fold in which convex part is upward is called as a anticline. Okay, convex part is upward means there are two parts for the wave, convex and concave part. Okay, so the depression is considered as a concave and the top crest part is considered as a convex part. So here, when you look here, the crest is towards the upper side. So here I am unable to draw here. Just I am trying. Just wait. Okay. So this part is considered as a convex part. Okay. So here the convex part is towards the upper side or upward side. That's why such a type of the folds where the convex side is upward side is considered as a anticline fold. Okay. Now, anticline means opposite inclined. The meaning of anticline is that opposite incline. Now, why it is considered as a opposite incline? Now, when you look here, the inclination, that is the dip direction of the sides, is in the opposite direction. Okay. Now, when you look here towards this side, the dip direction is towards this side, and the dip direction of this side is towards opposite side. So the dip direction, that is inclination in the opposite direction. From center line, they dip goes away from each other. Okay. एकमेकापासून त्यांची dip वेगवेगळ्या डायरेक्शनला आहे. That's why such a type of the fold is also considered as a opposite inclined fold. Now, both the limbs dip away from each other. Okay. Now, limb. Now, what is the meaning of limb? In last lecture, I have discussed with you. The limb means sides of fold. Okay. When we imagine two sides from center, one side is considered as a limb, another side is also considered as another limb. So when you look the dip of the rocks in the limb, they are away from each other. Inclination of the rocks are also away from each other. The fold is broader at the base and narrow at the top. Now, what is the meaning of this? The fold is broader at the base. Now, look here, just wait, I will draw. Now, when you look here, the length of the fold is just फक्त पॉइंट होते, हे होत नाही, स्लाइड होत नाही, त्याचं ही खराब झालंय बटन. घेऊन जा म्हणून तर नाही तेल नवीनच आहे. Okay. So the length of the fold is at the base is maximum, and towards the top it is minimum. That's why it is considered as if the fold is broader at the base and narrow at the top, because length is maximum towards the bottom side and it is minimum towards the top side. Now, older rocks are present at the core. Okay. Now, this is very important. Older rocks are present at the core. Now, just a minute, I have to undo all these. Now, where is the older rock? Where is the core in this diagram? Which part shows the core part? I have explained in the last lecture. Core is the center of the fold. So, which color indicates the core part? Can you tell me? Anybody? Which color indicates the core of this fold? या डायग्राम मध्ये कोणता कलर कोर म्हणून कन्सिडर करता येईल आपल्याला? सेंट्रल पार्ट.
Green.
Yes, exactly correct. Green part is considered as a core part, and these core rocks are the older rocks. आता कोर मध्येच older rocks कसे असतात? I am unable to share my laptop screen, so it is very difficult. So no problem, I will explain here. Suppose these are the horizontal layered rocks. Okay. And when the pressure is applied from the both these sides, okay. Now, when the pressure is applied from the both these sides, so suppose the pressure is applied from this side and this side, then these rocks are converted into the fold-like structure like this, okay, due to the pressure applied from the both these sides. Now, when the original horizontal rocks are there, that time these original horizontal rocks indicates that the older rocks are at the bottom. Okay, so here the in this sequence the older rocks are at the bottom. So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth layer. So The first layer is the older rock. Okay, because this layer is formed at the first stage. Second layer after that first, third layer after that, and fourth layer after that. That's why the older rocks are at the bottom when the rocks are horizontal. Now, when these horizontal rocks are converted into the fold-like structure, that time what happens? They are converted into this wave-like pattern. That's why the first layer remains at the center, followed by the second layer, followed by the third layer, next followed by the fourth layer. Okay, that's why at the center, that is at the core of this fold, the older rocks are present. Okay. Now, have you understand all these points?
Yes, sir.
समजलेत काय? Okay. Just a minute. I have to undo all these drawings. Now, this is the second type of the fold, which is considered as a syncline fold. Okay, syncline. Now, we have to differentiate in between anticline and syncline. Now, when you look here, the anticline fold and syncline fold are completely opposite to each other. Okay, anticline and syncline are completely opposite to each other. Now, why I am telling that both are opposite, both are completely opposite to each other. Now, when you look the properties, when you look the properties of the anticline and syncline fold, then you can clearly got the difference. That is, the syncline means the fold in which concave part is upward is called a syncline and convex part is towards the bottom side. आता अँटिक्लिन आणि सिन्क्लिन मध्ये तुम्ही जर बघितलेला असेल तर हा जो क्रेस सारखा पार्ट होता तो या ठिकाणी खाली आलेला आहे आणि कॉन्केव्ह पार्ट डिप्रेशन पार्ट हा वरती गेलेला आहे. ओके, दॅट्स वाय it is considered as a syncline fold. It is completely opposite to the anticline fold. Now, syncline means towards incline. Towards incline. And now, why it is considered as a towards incline? Just a minute. Now, when you look the dip direction of the both these sides. Now, the dip direction of this side is towards this side, and it is towards this side. Okay. Both the limbs dip towards each other. आता दोन्ही साइडचे जे रॉक्स आहेत त्यांचा जर डिप तुम्ही बघितला तर तो डिप कुठे आहे? एका सेंट्रल साइडकडे दोन्ही याचा डिप आलेला आहे सेंट्रल पार्टकडे. ओके, बोथ दी लिम्स डीप टुवर्ड्स इच अदर. ते एकमेकाकडे आलेले आहेत असं त्या ठिकाणी कन्सिडर होतं. ओके, नेक्स्ट, दी फोल्ड बिकम्स नॅरो ॲट दी बेस. येस, completely opposite to the first one, that is anticline. अँटिक्लिनच्या बरोबर ऑपोजिट या ठिकाणी आलेला आहे. अँटिक्लिन मध्ये फोल्ड बॉटमला ब्रॉड होता आणि टॉपला नॅरो होता. आता या ठिकाणी काय आलेलं आहे? दी फोल्ड इज बिकम नॅरो ॲट दी बेस. बेसला तो काय आहे? नॅरो आहे आणि टॉपला तो काय आहे? ब्रॉडर आहे. नाउ व्हेन यू लुक हियर, दी टॉप इज ब्रॉडर अँड बॉटम इज नॅरो. In this fold, the younger rocks are present at the core. Okay. Now here, where is the now in this diagram, which color indicates the core of the fold? आता या डायग्राम मध्ये कोर कोणत्या कलरने इंडिकेट केलेला आहे? Which color? कोणता कलर आहे कोर साठी?
upper color, skin color.
Yes. Upper orange color is the central part, that is core. आता या ठिकाणी हा अप्पर साइडला म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी ऑरेंज कलर दिसतोय त्या ठिकाणी त्याची सिक्वेन्स लक्षात घ्या. असे जर हॉरिझॉन्टल रॉक्स असतील आणि ते जर त्याच्यावरती दोन्ही साईडनं जर प्रेशर अप्लाय होत असेल तर त्या ठिकाणी हे रॉक्स अँटिक्लीन न होता ते जर असे सिनक्लीन फोल्डमध्ये जर कन्वर्ट झाले तर जो सगळ्यात वरती लेयर असणार आहे तो सगळ्यात या ठिकाणी कोअरमध्ये असणार आहे. ओके, सो सपोज टॉपला हा येलो कलरचा लेयर असेल तर तो येलो कलरचा लेयर आपल्याला या ठिकाणी बघायला मिळेल. ओके, दॅट्स वाय दी यंगर रॉक्स आर प्रेझेंट ऍट दी कोअर, कारण हॉरिझॉन्टल सिक्वेन्स मध्ये टॉपचा जो रॉक असतो तो यंगर असतो आणि बॉटमचा रॉक असतो तो ओल्डर असतो. ओके, दॅट्स वाय इन दिस फोल्ड दी यंगर रॉक्स आर प्रेझेंट ऍट दी कोअर. ओके, now the third type of the fold is the symmetrical fold. Now symmetrical, as the name indicates that here, symmetrical means symmetry means similar. Symmetrical म्हणजे काय, सिमिलर असणार आहे, सिमिलॅरिटी. आता सिमिलॅरिटी कशामध्ये येईल याच्यामध्ये, यामध्ये सिमिलॅरिटी कशामध्ये येईल, इन दिस फोल्ड the axial plane is essentially vertical. आता याचे कॅरेक्टर्स पहिल्यांदा आपण बघूया की याच्यामध्ये ऍक्झियल प्लेन म्हणजे सेंट्रल लाईन जी असते की फोल्डला दोन इक्वल पार्ट्स मध्ये डिवाइड करते. the plane which divides the fold into two equal parts, that central imaginary plane is considered as a axial plane. Now here axial plane in the symmetrical fold is essentially vertical. Okay, यामध्ये axial plane नेहमी vertical असतो. The two limbs of the fold have same angle of the dip in opposite direction. या ठिकाणी दोन here two things are very important: opposite direction and same angle of the dip. Means when you look here, just a minute, I have to activate. Yes. Now when you look here, suppose this is the fold. Okay, these are the folded rocks here. Now here what I have told about the symmetrical fold. Suppose this is the axial plane which I have marked in the yellow color. This axial plane is always vertical and deep direction is away from each other, opposite direction. या ठिकाणी जर बघितलं तुम्ही तर या ठिकाणी ही अपोजिट डायरेक्शन मध्ये असणार आहेत. ओके, आणि यांचा जो अँगल असेल, दी अँगल मेड बाय दीज ऍक्झियल प्लेन, दिस अँगल इज ऑल्सो सेम. आता या ठिकाणी ते मला काढून दाखवता येत नाहीये, कन्सिडर करा, त्या ठिकाणी इमॅजिन करा, दीज टू अँगल्स आर सेम इन डिग्री. ओके, the axial plane divides the fold into two equal halves such that they are mirror images of each other. आता या axial plane मुळे काय होतं की फोल्ड दोन इक्वल पार्ट्स मध्ये डिवाइड केला जातो आणि त्या दोन्ही इक्वल पार्ट्स जे झालेले असतात ते एकमेकाचे काय असतात, मिरर इमेजेस असतात. ओके, सो दीज आर दी पॉइंट्स रिगार्डिंग विथ दी सिमेट्रिकल फोल्ड. सिमेट्रिकल फोल्ड मध्ये काय असतं, 3 things are important. One is that the axial plane is always vertical, or dip direction is in opposite direction, and the angle of dip is same. Okay, only these points you have to remember. Now asymmetrical fold, asymmetrical opposite to symmetrical, just like anticline, syncline. अँटिक्लीन सिनक्लीन सारखंच या दोन फोल्ड्स मध्ये सुद्धा ऑपोजिट कॅरेक्टर्स आपल्याला बघायला मिळतात. नाउ इन दी असिमेट्रिकल फोल्ड, it is the fold in which the axial plane is inclined and the two limbs dip in opposite direction. Okay, now here we have seen that in the symmetrical fold the axial plane was vertical. Now here in the asymmetrical fold the axial fold is not vertical, it is inclined. Now in the diagram you can clearly see that the black lines indicate the axial planes and they are not vertical, they are inclined. Okay, and what is the another thing regarding with the symmetrical fold? And the two limbs deep in opposite direction, okay, like symmetrical fold, opposite direction is there, but the angle of inclination is different. Okay, asymmetrical आणि सिमेट्रिकल मध्ये डिफरन्स काय असतो की सिमेट्रिकल मध्ये इन दी सिमेट्रिकल फोल्ड द अँगल ऑफ डीप इज सेम. हियर इन दी asymmetrical fold the angle of dip is different. Okay, the forces responsible for this folding were unequal. Now this sentence is also applicable in the symmetrical fold, only you have to change the wording. In the symmetrical fold, what will be the sentence? The forces responsible for this folding were equal for the symmetrical. आता या सेंटेन्सचं मिनिंग काय आहे की असिमेट्रिकल मध्ये काय होतंय की दोन्ही साइडने जे फोर्सेस अप्लाय झालेले होते ते या ठिकाणी अनइक्वल होते. म्हणजे एका साइडचा फोर्स कमी होता, एका साइडचा फोर्स काय होता, जास्त होता. दॅट्स वाय they are converted into asymmetrical fold having the two opposite angles with different inclinations. and symmetrical मध्ये काय होतं की अँगल सेम का राहतो, कारण the forces acting from both the sides were इक्वल फोर्सेस असल्यामुळे त्या ठिकाणी अँगल सुद्धा काय राहिलेला होता, सेम राहिलेला होता. and the characters of the symmetrical and asymmetrical folds both are different, opposite to each other. Now next are the isoclinal fold. Isoclinal, okay, these are the special type of the folds. Now here what are the characters of the isoclinal fold? Just a minute, I have to explain. Isoclinal, iso means here in this fold the two limbs have the same angle of dip and the same direction of the dip. Okay, the limbs of such a folds are essentially parallel to one another. The axial plane of the fold may be vertical, horizontal or inclined. Just a minute. आता या ठिकाणी याचे मीनिंग आपण लक्षात घेऊया. व्हॉट आर दी मीनिंग? ओके, नाउ हियर फर्स्ट थिंग इज दॅट इन दी isoclinal fold the limb of such a folds are essentially parallel to one another. Angle of dip is same in the same direction. Opposite direction मध्ये नसतात, सेम डायरेक्शन मध्ये असतात. कसे? जस्ट मिनिट, आय विल शो यू. Suppose these are the folds. Okay, this is the isoclinal fold आणि या isoclinal fold चा हा सेंटरचा लाइन आहे. सपोज दिस इज द सेंट्रल लाइन, ऍक्सियल प्लेन, हे ऍक्सियल प्लेन आहे. आता या ऍक्सियल प्लेन मुळे काय होतं की दोन्ही ज्या साइड्स तयार झालेल्या असतात त्यांचे डीप जे असतात ते एकाच डायरेक्शन कडे असतात. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी जर बघितला तर तो एकाच साइडला आहे. इथं जरी बघितला तुम्ही तरी तो एकाच साइडला डीप आहे, टुवर्ड्स अपर अँड टुवर्ड्स बॉटम साइड. अँगल इज सेम. ओके, नाउ व्हेन यू लुक हियर द अँगल, now these angles which I have marked with the light green color, these angles are also same. Here at the bottom also the angles are same, and the limbs, that is sides of the fold, are parallel to each other. आता या रेड कलर मुळे जे दोन पार्ट्स तयार झालेले आहेत लिंबचे, त्याचे जर अलाइनमेंट बघितली तर ज्या साइड्स आहेत त्या एकमेकाला काय राहतात, नेहमी पॅरलल राहतात. इन अपर diagram also you can notice that the sides, that is the limb of the dips, are remains parallel to each other. Now what is the another thing regarding with the isoclinal fold? The axial plane of the fold may be vertical, horizontal or inclined. Isoclinal मध्ये फक्त वर्टिकलच नसते, तर त्या ठिकाणी ही जी जस्ट मिनिट, just minute. I got the network for my PC. Just a minute. I have to share my screen. And it will be easy for me. Now, is the screen visible to you?
Yes, sir.
ओके, ठीक आहे. आता आयसोक्लायनल मध्ये काय सांगितलेलं होतं आपण? द लास्ट पॉइंट, द एक्झियल प्लेन ऑफ द फोल्ड मे बी व्हर्टिकल, हॉरिझॉन्टल और इन्क्लाइन. आता यामध्ये काय सांगायचं तुम्हाला की फक्त असे व्हर्टिकलच या ठिकाणी हे जर तुम्ही बघितले तर हे फोल्ड ऍक्सिस आहेत आणि या फोल्ड ऍक्सिस मध्ये सपोज दीज आर दी आयसोक्लायनल फोल्ड्स. हे आयसोक्लायनल फोल्ड्स आहेत तयार झालेले. These are the vertical isoclinal folds. Now they are not only vertical, it may be inclined like this. आता या ठिकाणी अशी जर inclined ही एक्झियल प्लेन असेल तर याच्या साइड सुद्धा कशा असणार आहेत? अशा इन्क्लाइन डायरेक्शन मध्ये या साइड्स असणार आहेत, लाईक दिस. और इट मे बी हॉरिझॉन्टल, ओके, लाईक दिस. सपोज इफ these are the axial planes which are vertical and the sides are also here. It may be like this. Okay, that's why the last sentence is there. The axial plane of the fold may be vertical, horizontal or inclined. Now next type of the fold is the overturn fold. Okay, overturn. Now what is the meaning of overturn fold? Now it is a type of fold where both the limbs dip in the same direction. Okay, same direction. आता या ठिकाणी जर त्याचा डीप जर बघितला तर तो एकाच डायरेक्शन कडे असतो. कसा? जस्ट मिनिट, I will show you. Now here the dip is towards this direction, the dip is towards this direction. Okay, here also it is in the same direction. The dip is towards same direction. The amount of dip may vary, but the angles are different. या ठिकाणी angles या ठिकाणी different असू शकतात. One limb of such a fold appears to be overturned. आणि यामध्ये एक लिंब जो असतो म्हणजे एक साइड जी फोल्डची असते ती त्याला ती ओव्हरटर्न झालेली असते. ओव्हरटर्न मीन्स मॅक्झिमम टर्न त्याला आलेला असतो. आता या ठिकाणी जर तुम्ही बघितलं, जस्ट वेट. नाउ दिस साइड इज ओव्हरटर्न और दिस साइड is overturned. Maximum curvature is there as compared to the other side. That's why such a type of the folds are considered as a overturn fold, where the fold in which one limb, and that is one side of the fold, having the maximum curvature, that is overturned. That's why such a type of the fold is considered as a overturn fold. Now recumbent fold, the last type of the fold that I'm going to discuss with you, that is the recumbent fold. Now what is the meaning of recumbent fold? The fold in which the axial plane is essentially horizontal is called as a recumbent fold. Axial plane is horizontal. Now here when you look here, this is the axial plane. Okay, these are the axial planes and they remain horizontal. The two limbs of fold is also horizontal, and the two limbs, that is both these sides. Now here you can see that this side or this side remains horizontal because the axial plane is horizontal. That's why the limb, that is two sides of the folds, are also parallel and they remain horizontal to the axial plane. Okay, so these are the points which are regarding with the types of the fold. These are the types of fold. Okay, now I'm going to discuss with you the types of the fold. Here types discuss केले. Now I'm going to share with you some images which are related field images. Okay, they are not sketches, the field photographs of the types of the fold. Okay, now here this is the first photograph of the fold. Now can anybody tell me which is this type of fold, which type of this fold is there in this picture?
Anticline.
Yes, exactly correct. Anticline type of the fold means where, what are the characters of the anticline fold? The characters we have discussed. Anticline means convex upward. So this part is convex part and this is towards upward side. The deep, that is inclination. Now here when you look the sloping direction, it is in this direction and here it is in this direction. They are in opposite direction. Okay, sloping direction, that is deep directions are in opposite direction. Now what are the other characters? That is I have marked the pink color is the core and it is in the center at the core. Okay, so this is the image of the anticline fold. Now which type of the fold is this?
Anticline.
Yes, it is again anticline. Okay, now when you look here, the convex part is towards upper side, the inclinations are in opposite direction, the core is there at the bottom, etc. Now which type of the fold is this? Which type of the fold is this? This is the recumbent type of the fold. Recumbent means that we have discussed at the last. This is the recumbent fold where the axial plane is essentially horizontal. The two limbs are also horizontal. Now here you can clearly see, or if you not seen, I will show you. So this is the axial plane which runs like this, and these are the sides, this side and this side both remains horizontal. That's why it is recumbent type of the fold. Now which type of the fold is this? Now what is the type of the fold in this image? It is the asymmetrical fold. Okay, now why it is considered as a asymmetrical? Because the axial planes are in any direction, they are not in same direction. Now here this is the axial plane of this fold, this is the axial plane of this fold. Okay, the dip angle is also variable. Now how it is variable, just I will show you here. Now when you look here, okay, now when you look here, this angle and this angle, now these are the variable angles. That's why the angle is not same. That's why it is a asymmetrical type of the fold. Now which type of the fold is this?
Syncline.
Yes, exactly correct. Syncline type of the fold is here. Now how it is syncline, just I will show you. This is the depression. Okay, where convex part is towards bottom side. This is the convex side which is present at the bottom, and the deep, that is inclination in towards same direction. याचा inclination या साइडला आहे, या रॉकचे inclination या साइडला आहे. Both are towards same direction, and this is the core part. आता हा इथून remove होऊन गेलेला आहे. So the central part is considered as a core part, and here the younger rocks are present. That's why it is syncline type of fold. Now this is again asymmetrical type of the fold. Okay. Now how it is asymmetrical type? Just wait. It is clearly understandable. This is the these are the axial planes. Now here this is the axial plane. They are in the any direction. Angles are also different. Here suppose this is the angle and this is the another angle. Both angles are different. That's why it is asymmetrical type of the fold. Now it is a recumbent type of the fold. Okay, where the fold axis or axial plane is horizontal. Now when you look here, this is the axial plane which is horizontal, and the sides, that is the limbs of fold, are also horizontal, which remain parallel to the axial plane. Okay, this and this. So this is a recumbent type of the fold. Now what is about this image? Which type of the fold is here?
Symmetrical fold.
Yes, exactly correct. It is symmetrical fold because, just a minute, the fold axis is vertical. Here you can see that the fold axis is vertical. What is another character? The angles are same. Now when you look here, these angles are same. Now here also it is clearly visible. This side, and this angle fold is same. That's why such a type of the fold is considered symmetrical type of the fold. Now it is overturned fold. Now why it is considered as a overturned fold? Because one side is overturned. Now here you can see that maximum curvature is here. That's why it is overturned fold. एक साइड मॅक्झिमम टर्न झालेली असते ऍज कम्पेअर टू दी. आता या ठिकाणी टॉपची साईड जर तुम्ही बघितली तर मॅक्झिमम कर्वेचर नाही. या ठिकाणी असं एकदम एकदम सडनली टर्न ही साईड झालेली आहे. दॅट्स वाय इट इज कन्सिडर्ड ॲज ए ओव्हरटर्न फोल्ड. ओके. Okay. Now, why these folds are important for our civil engineering point of view? You are a civil engineering student, and why it is necessary to study these folds? That is one question in your mind, because the types of the faults or another joints and conformity that we are going to later on is very important from civil engineering point of view, because suitability or non-suitability of the structure, major structures like dam, bridge, tunnel, is totally depend on these types of the structure, that is fold, fault, joints, unconformity, etc. Now, how it is important, that we are going to discuss in later on in each unit, that is dam, tunnel, bridge, etc. But just wait, I will show you why it is important to us. Suppose this is the ground surface, okay, and here different types of the folds in the rocks are there. Now here this is the fold, okay. These are the folded rocks present at the bottom or in that area. Very large folds are there, and we have to we have selected the location for the dam. Just a minute. Suppose this is the first location that we have selected for the dam. Here we have selected to construct the dam. Okay. Another location we have selected here. Okay. So suppose this is the another second location we have selected, and the third location we have selected here. Okay. Suppose these are the dam walls. Okay. Suppose this is the first location. This is the second. This is the second location, and this is the third location. Now, so which location is suitable for the dam? Can you imagine which location is suitable from these three locations?
Second.
Look here. Look here. We will discuss each possibility here. Now, regarding with the third location, okay. Now we will discuss suitability of the third location. Now, when we consider this third location, suppose this is the dam and the water is stored towards this side. आता या साइडला हे water store झालेलं आहे. Okay. Now, what will happen? Look at the bottom. The rocks are inclined like this. There is a chances of water seepage from this area, and this water may be flow like this in the future. And when water circulates from the bottom of the dam wall, then it is very dangerous for that dam, because there is a chances of the collapse of that dam. That's why such a type of the conditions are not suitable for the dam. So it is very unsuitable location for the dam. Now, what about the second location? Can you imagine? Either it is suitable or unsuitable. Suppose this is the water stored behind this dam wall. Now, what about the water circulation? There is also chances of the water seepage from this bottom side. That's why this second location is also not suitable for the dam. Now, what about the third location? First location. So suppose this is the first location, and we have constructed the dam at the crest of the anticline fold. आता हा anticline fold आहे, आणि या anticline foldच्या टॉपला म्हणजे क्रेस्टला आपण काय केलेलं आहे, हा डॅम कन्स्ट्रक्ट केलेला आहे. नाव when we store the water, या ठिकाणी हे जर वॉटर आपण या एरियामध्ये स्टोअर केलं तर हे वॉटर या एरियामध्ये स्टोअर होईल. वॉटर जरी सिपेज झालं तरी ते बॅकवर्ड साईडला ते स्टोअर केलं जाईल आतमध्ये. देर इज नो चान्सेस टू seepage from the bottom of the dam wall. Okay, that's why such a location will be considered as a suitable location for the dam. But generally, the area is avoided where the fold, fault, major joints are there. But if we don't have any if we don't have any choice and we have to construct that structure in that area, then such a type of the suitabilities, non-suitabilities are always checked. म्हणजे एखाद्या एरियामध्ये जर तुम्हाला डॅम किंवा दुसरं कोणतंही स्ट्रक्चर बिल्टअप करायचं असेल तर त्या एरियामध्ये फोल्ड फॉल्ट जर असतील तर तो एरिया जनरली काय केला जातो, अवॉइड केला जातो. बट तुम्हाला कोणता दुसरा चॉईसच नसेल आणि त्याच एरियामध्ये जर तुम्हाला डॅम कन्स्ट्रक्ट करायचं असेल किंवा दुसरं कोणतंही मेजर स्ट्रक्चर जर त्या ठिकाणी बिल्टअप करायचं असेल तर त्या ठिकाणी या कंडिशन्स बघितल्या जातात की फोल्ड्स असतील तर कोणत्या टाईपचे फोल्ड्स आहेत, त्यापैकी कोणत्या लोकेशनवरती डॅम कन्स्ट्रक्ट केल्यानंतर सेफ होईल, सिपेज चान्सेस मिनिमम राहतील. ओके, ऑल दीज पॉसिबिलिटीज आर चेक्ड ॲट द टाइम ऑफ कन्स्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द डॅम्स अँड other major civil engineering structures like tunnel, bridge, etc. Okay, so have you understand what is the importance of the fold in civil engineering? Have you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is almost 11. So we will continue the next part in the next lecture. Okay. So at the initial stage of this lecture, one student request me to share the link of the first practical in the teaching diary. Yes, I will share it today or tomorrow in the teaching diary. Okay, no problem. So just a minute.